Hi everyone, welcome back to Gamemaker Cast. It's Mickey, and in this video we're going to be checking out a pretty sweet Gamemaker plugin called RT Shell. Let's roll that introduction and get right into it. The easiest way to get this plugin is to go to the asset store in Gamemaker, basically look up RT Shell, and then you'll just add it to your account. Now I'm going to switch over to Gamemaker. I already have a game made here, and if I hit F5 you can see it's a simple kind of ball game where the ball just goes up and we have to hit it with the paddle and then just keep it up in the air. Now what I want to do is I want to install that plugin, so let's go to Marketplace and let's open my library. And in here we'll want to make sure that we refresh if you don't already have it, and then you'll just look for it in your library class. So I'll go over to RT Shell, and I've already downloaded it, so I'm going to say import. You want to make sure you import the fonts and the objects as well, and then just say import. Now with that all done, we're pretty much already set up. You'll notice that we have an object shell here, and what you need to do is you need to place the shell somewhere in your room. It doesn't matter what room, as this object itself is a persistent object. So what I'm going to actually do inside my initialization object, before I load up my room and any load data here, I'll just use an instance under create depth. I'll just set it to 0, 0. I don't really care about the depth, and what I want to make is an object shell, and that will put RT Shell in our game. So for example, if I hit F5 right now, once my game loads up and I hit Control-Shift-C, you can see we get this little shell here at the bottom. Now we want to add our own scripts to that particular shell. So what we want to do is come down to our scripts. We'll create a first script. All of the functions need to start with sh at the begin, and we will use a set ball underscore size, which will take a number of different arguments. Now according to the documentation, the first item of this array is always going to be the function name, so we can ignore that. What I want to do is I'm going to grab this particular ball and then just set the size of the ball. So I'll load up an instance, and let's use instance find. We want to make sure that we look for the ball and grab the first one. I'm not going to do any real checking here, but I will say instance.image xscale is going to be args, and let's set it to the first one. Next thing I want to do is also set the y scale to be equal to the x scale of that particular image, and that is it. Now if I hit my game right now, nothing will change. You can see the ball is still the same size. It'll go up and down, and then I have to hit it. So what I'm going to do is hit Control-Shift-C, and if I type in help, you can see that we have a set ball size right there. So we'll say set ball size, and let's set it to 5. You can see right off the bat, it definitely changed the ball. So this means that we have the ability to write a whole bunch of different functions, and we can change our game on the fly, and we have access to this little console, so we can set the ball size to 2 and see how that performs. Now the one thing you'll have to do is make sure you make any of the changes permanently in your game, but this gives you a quick way to load up levels, test experience, and so much more. Thank you everyone for watching the video. A special shout out to those on Patreon in no particular order: Texman, Paul, David, Ashby, Gamemaker Community, Mary, River, Mark, Timothy, Robert, and Victor. If you like this video and want to see more, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. You can also check out my Patreon site, which is found in the description, for more videos and text tutorials. I'll see you in the next one.